Good morning, students. Uh, Today we are going to learn watercolor painting. So for that, I am using Camel Artist watercolors, especially Camel watercolor. Okay, you can use other brands also, whatever you have. So for this demo, I am using 18 shades. So I will show you. So these are the colors I am going to use, and so before doing watercolor, poster color, acrylic color or any painting, so we need a nice brushes, right? We need nice brushes. So I will show you the brushes also. So these all are the round brushes, means round tip brushes. So you can see the tip is completely round. So I am using it. I am using it from brush number from 000 1 2 and 8, brush number 8, 10, and 12. This is the brush number 12 and brush number 14. So in brushes also there are the different sizes, and we can choose it by our numbers. Even in flat brushes also same. So these brushes are specially for the watercolor paintings. Of course you can do it, you can do poster color paintings also with these brushes, and acrylic also, but these brushes are especially for learning watercolors. Okay, so these are the different sizes you can use in different places. So you can apply the color if you want to do the detailing, small detailings, completely small minor details. So you can use the triple number brush. If little bit big space is there, if you want to fill the if your space is of course 2 to 3 inches space is there you want to fill the color, so you can use the brush number 2, 3, 4. If you want to make the background, so you can go for 8, 10, 14, like that. So you can spread the color easily with big number brushes. So small brushes are especially for giving details and filling colors where this big brushes can't go. So okay, so I'm using these brushes for it, and one palette, few tissue papers. I will tell you why I'm using the tissue papers, and some neat cloth, cotton cloth, microfabric cloth to wash our brushes, and take a nice water in a glass or any if you have palette you can add some water to in it. Some big palettes will be available like that to carry the water also, so you can use that, or otherwise just use any plastic bowl, waste bowl, don't use a nice bowl. So you can use like that, or just take a glass full of water, and first of all dip the brushes, so the brush will absorb some water. Okay, just leave it aside. And coming to paper, here I am using handmade paper. This is a handmade sheet. So you can use buff sheet also for watercolor. So if you use the handmade sheet or Canson sheet, you will get the proper watercolor effect. So I am using this. Okay, so this is a completely book I have. I'll show you. So you can use this book for completely watercolor, poster color. Acrylic you can't do, poster color and watercolor you can do, and you can do sketching also in this. You can find the grains on it. So this paper is little bit texture paper. Okay, so this is a good for watercolor. If you don't have this paper, please don't worry, just take buff sheet. If it is not available, you can practice in your drawing book also, no problem. If you have any handmade sheet, buff sheet, better go for it, no problem. So, and the tape, masking tape. So using this tape, we have to cover the, I think you can see this. You already know this technique, I already taught you. So just stick the tape lightly, don't press it, otherwise our paper will get tear. Just apply the tape like this, all four corners. So all four corners. So like this you have to apply the tape. Okay, don't press the tape hardly, I'm telling now only. If you press it very hard, the while removing the tape, our paper will also get teared. So don't press it hard. Okay, so there are so many techniques in watercolor. First of all, I will show you the proper usage of watercolors. Means now we are going to make some small landscape. Before I'm going to teach you the basic techniques, I will show you how the watercolor work will be. Okay, so in all colors, if you want to make any color white, means if you want to make any color light, we will add white, right? Suppose red is there, if you want the light red, so we will add white to it, so the color will become little bit dull and it will become light red, like that. In whatever color will mix the white, that color will become light. So here in watercolor especially, so we are not going to use any white color. It is available in the box. See, can you see this? This is a white color, Chinese white 701. So and so we are not going to use this color. So this is the water based medium, right? So if we want any whiteness in painting, so we will add water more, so that color will become light and the whiteness will be there. Okay, so if you want to do only with one color, that technique is called monochrome technique. So you can use completely black color. This is ivory black, children, this is ivory black, and I think you can see the numbers here, right? So 702. So in watercolors especially, there is a number like code you can guess. For example, you take, this is a Persian blue, the number is 762. So there is so many kind of blues will be there. Suppose take cobalt blue 763. So like this, so many shades of blues will be available. If we go for the more shading watercolor boxes, you can find it. So we don't need all these things. So whatever colors we have, we can create it by adding another color to make it dark or to make it light. We can make it. If we want to make any color light, you just simply add some water to it, then that color will spread lightly and you can see the whiteness, transparentness. So watercolor means transparent painting. The another name of watercolor, transparent painting. Okay, we'll move into our topic. So I will keep these things aside and I will start. So we pasted the masking tape here, and first of all what you have to do, just take some water with a big brush, 16 number brush, or if you have big brush you can take that brush also. Just simply add some water and rub it. This technique is only applicable for watercolor only. You can't use this technique for poster color or acrylic color. Okay, so here the application is completed. So I applied the water. So that I told you, right, this paper have some textures. Handmade sheet will have some texture, so that texture will absorb the water first of all properly. Then if we place any color on it, it will not absorb the color will be there normally. If we directly apply the color on this paper, so how much color you will apply, that color will be absorbed by the sheet. So first of all, that's why we will 1 coat of water is must for watercolor. Then if you have hair dryer, you can make it dry, or otherwise I told you, right, I took some tissue papers. You can place it on it. Just like that, and remove. One more time, remove it. Excess amount of water will be absorbed by this tissue paper. So like this, press it little bit, nothing will happen to your paper. Your paper will get folds like this, don't worry. Just do like this and remove it. Once just do it like this. So let's start. So here I am going to draw one small hut and one tree. Okay, we're not going to make anything big here. So just see here, I'm using normal pencil, and you have to draw it very lightly. Okay, you don't need to draw very dark with pencil. Why? Because watercolor means transparent. So if you draw very darkly, that pencil lines will be visible. So otherwise you can use color pencil also to make the drawing. So I am using normal pencil, black regular pencil, Apsara pencil, to make it roughly. Simply you just make like this. I think you can't see the line. While coloring, I think you can see. So just simply make it and add some bushes like this. Just absorb my pencil. You can't see these lines. So normally, and we will add some tree here. Okay, I will do with color pencil. So just add some tree and the just outline. Use black pencil only. And add few branches to it. Just roughly, rough sketch, very rough sketch. Everything you have to do it with color only. See students, this will not come in one day. You need to practice. Why? Because poster color is a thick medium, right? So this is a water based medium. You have to get the capability of controlling the water and with color, right? If you are able to do the watercolor, You can do the oil painting. Why? Because you're controlling here water completely, so that oil medium and the poster color medium, acrylic medium will be very easy if you are very much practiced with watercolor. So watercolor is a basic thing for uh, any medium. Okay, like this. You don't need to draw any clouds, just leave it like that. One hut and one tree and some foreground. We'll do it with color only. So okay, let me start. So I am taking Persian blue for the sky. I am not using any cobalt blue. Why? Because the Persian blue will be very dark. If I add water to it, it will become light. So cobalt blue will come. So little bit color is enough. Then take, for greenery part I am using sap green. Keeping in palette. For hut I am using this burnt sienna, means brown color. In watercolor its name is burnt sienna. So even I took this color also. And yellow, dark yellow. So let's start our painting. First of all, start with upper part sky. So for that I am taking Persian blue. From one corner I am just taking the color. I am not mixing it completely. So just take like this. Take some water. Just take like this. Then from the corner, from here, just simply place the brush and spread the color. If you have more bigger brush, you can take. So like this. See, these small patches are coming, right? Don't completely cover it, just leave it. Nothing will happen. That is the beauty of watercolor actually. So just add the water. If you want to make any color light, just add the water. Right. If you want more darkness, just take some more color here. Same Persian blue only. Just simply do it like this. Done. And this technique I am making, this technique is called wet on wet. Means the color is wet and I am completely applying the direct water on it. You can see the water flow. See, so wet on wet. Whenever the this painting is wet, that time only you have to apply the color. So next I am going to make a tree. So for that I am using the brush number 2. I am using brown color. Just apply the color at one corner. Wash the brush immediately and spread the color. Spread the color like this. If you want to make this little bit more dark, just add some Persian blue to it. Then this color will become dark. Right. Then the green part. So if you got any excess amount of color here one technique is there. You can just use your tissue paper to remove that excess amount of color. I think you can see it, right? So it's done. So just take sap green, just apply it like this. Just like this. And in trees you will find 3-4 different shades. Some dark green will be there, light green will be there, some yellow part will be there. So what you will do, I took here the sap green. Sap green means it's exactly the leaf color, natural leaf color. You can find so many greens. So for example, this is the viridian green. You can use this green in some parts, but if you are going to color any plants, any trees, any nature related things, you can use this sap green only. Okay, if you want some darkness here, just simply I told, if you want to make any color dark, just add some Persian blue. See, I took some Persian blue to it. This color will become dark. Can you see it? So on this wet on wet technique, you can't see the perfect shape of the tree or anything. After getting dried only you can see. So just see the application, how I am applying it. Just see that thing. So like this, our green color part is finished, means the tree part. So if you want, you can add some yellow to it. See, I am using yellow. Like this. So we will finish the foreground also with green only. I am making just some grass like this, and I will mix some brown also to make it natural. So like this you can take, and Take some green. Just simply apply. Here I am using only one brush because I have some practice with watercolor, so I can handle it. So for beginners, if you want to practice, at least take 2-3 brushes and just practice. And some brown also. Add some blue to make this part little bit depth. So these colors will spread completely. The colors will spread. Why? Because this is wet and wet. We are completely taking the wet color and water. So add little bit water, so it will spread automatically. And let's move to the hut part. So for a hut, I told you I will take the brown. So just we will take some crimson color. Now we will use some light red to make the upper part of the hut. Light red in watercolor, the color will be in brick, like it will look like the brick color. So just I will apply here. Here I am not showing any lighting techniques. We should follow some lighting techniques also. First of all, if we learn this application, so then we can move for lighting also. So just I filled it like this, make some line. Then the lower part I will use same color. Just simply take little bit color, don't take too much of color. Just take plenty of water in your brush. Just dip the brush like this and remove it. Just place it here. This is called the perfect wet and wet technique. Just give some light line here and directly just take the water normally. Apply it like this. And if you think that some excess amount of color and water is there, you can use tissue to remove it. So we got some light effect to it. So to make the door, I will use Persian blue. Just simply place it and press. Done. So just make like this, give some border line, get some depth here. And take some green again. So this is a wet and wet technique. You saw it right. So you have to practice like this. Before practicing this, we have few techniques. I will teach you that one also. So this is a watercolor medium. So you can complete this work. I am using A3 size paper here, not A4 one. So on the A4 size, sorry, on A3 size, if you do with poster color or color pencil, it will take so much of time. So if you have the practice with watercolor, you can make it easily in less time. So this is the profit of watercolor, right? So okay, we'll remove this tape and see. See, just hold it and drag it slowly in cross. So I removed this side. Don't throw it anywhere, just throw it in dustbin only. I have dustbin beside me, so I'm throwing on it. And the upper part, just like this. So the extra paint will not go on the paper, means the workspace where we are doing. The color will not get into that space, so that's why we will apply this paper tape. If we apply cello tape or anything, it will come, but our paper will get tear. So that's why. So I think you all can see. So this is the watercolor. Painting. Thank you guys. Please practice it. If you practice more, then you will get this properly. At least give some half an hour time to this subject, especially for watercolor. Then you can make some more amazing paintings like this. Just you have to practice. That's it. Okay. Thank you.